Hey, everybody. It's Data Dave here, and thanks to our friends and allies, we get to put on this very special stream today where we can celebrate Pride Month. So first off, happy Pride, everybody, and I hope that you're doing well. Ally wants to thank you for being here today by doing tons of giveaways throughout the show. So be sure to stick around, pay attention, and check your chance to win for a headset alongside many other fun prizes and amounts too as well. So first off, hey chat, I can see you all in there. I hope that you're doing extremely well. Hey, in both chats actually as well. So, Pride Month. Let me talk a little bit of what Pride Month means to me. So, what Pride Month means to me, honestly, is it's a celebration of people all across the LGBTQIA plus space and orientation. Yes, on stream, yes, in different ventures, different areas, and everything. But more importantly, as we look over the years, if you look 10, 20 plus years ago and look at today, you see that many advancements and many things have been made in progress in regards to rights, how we're treated, and how we're represented. So Pride Month is a month where we can say, hey, we're doing the thing, everything's improving. But do take note that even though things are improving, there's still plenty of work to be done. So let's all work together, be mindful, celebrate, and not only celebrate pride of queer individuals during this month, but many months to come. So as a gamer and streamer, I think it's important we take time to celebrate and acknowledge what the queer community has contributed to Twitch. Because ultimately, we're queer, we're here, and we create great content every single year. So check out everybody mentioned today and those you haven't even found. But I want you all to know that this event is sponsored by Ally. That's right, it's in the name. Ally believes in being true allies to the LGBTQIA plus community, using their resources to support and elevate queer voices so that they're seen, heard, and celebrated. Because no matter who you are or who you love, everybody deserves an ally. So, speaking of Ally, did you know that they actually teamed up with Neon and Glad to launch Changemakers? And this is the second time I could be a part to speak about Changemakers hosting, so I'm loving it. But Changemakers is the critically acclaimed series that shares the stories of Black LGBTQIA plus business owners and leaders who do it right for their community. So something really exciting for today is that season 2 of Changemakers features Danny Lalonde, the creator of Validate, a video game that follows the stories of 13 very different individuals as they look for love and friendship in an effort to capture the true reality of life and diversity of relationships. There's plenty of great coverage over it, and I had the pleasure of actually playing it myself. So something that's super duper exciting to mention is that we actually have Danny Lalonde here with us right now, and I get the pleasure of talking to them a second time. So first off, thank you for joining us today, Danny Lalonde. How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. Look, we get to chat again. I'm loving this. So happy Pride.
I know, 2 years in a row. Happy Pride.
Hey, let's make it 3, So I did mention to the audience that I've played your game before. Malik's my favorite, and Popeye's, I love it. So let me ask a bit about the process. What was it like putting the game together or putting this together? What was it like?
It was a long process for us, basically. We started in 2020. We started in 2020 and we released in 2022, but it took 2 years of a lot of heartbreak, a lot of challenges, but ultimately my team just came together. We decided that we were just going to make something really queer, something really POC friendly, and we just did it.
Hey, that's a great deal. What inspired you to bring it all together to say, hey, let's make this game. Let's come together and create these stories?
Well, me personally, I felt like there wasn't enough games where you could play as a person of color, especially a queer person of color. And I just wanted to change that. I wanted to see people like myself and my friends in video games, especially as romantic interests, because typically when people of color are in games, we are not romantic interests, and when we typically are not able to date each other. We only have white romance options, which is just like, that's not really realistic. In real life, there's Black love, there's Latina love, there's Asian love. Like, everyone loves each other, and it's not just black and white.
Absolutely. So on the topic of diversity and these stories, why is it important that we see these stories through gaming and narrative, and of course Validate, which everyone should check out?
I think it's super important because representation means more than anything anyone could imagine. When you see yourself on TV, in games, in movies, in video, in comic books, you feel seen, you feel normalized, especially as queer people, when we are ultimately trying to be erased from media now, especially in America. It's so important to see ourselves and see accurate queer representation made by queer people, because you can't erase us. We are here, we're queer, and we're here to stay.
Absolutely, indeed. So Changemakers, in the comments and chat, the search kind of match. Listen, you're looking fly. I love it. We came in agreed. But
I know
what was it like? Oh, absolutely. Chicago too. But what was it like being a part of the Changemaker series?
Honestly, that was life-changing. I really appreciate them picking me and like deciding that my story was worth telling, because I feel like when it comes to Black women in this game industry, we are not really represented and we're not really shown in like popular light, especially when it comes to like dev spotlights. We're typically erased because people just don't care about us. So Changemakers really showed that they cared about myself and they cared about queer stories, queer business owners, and they cared about Validate. I really do appreciate how they've elevated Validate, and like I've gotten so many opportunities because of them, and so many people are finding out about Validate that they never would expect it from, because of Changemakers.
Hey, that sounds great to me indeed. So where can we find more information about Validate, you, what are the socials, Steam, everything?
Okay, validategame.com. We're actually working on something really special. And for me, you can follow me, you can find me at DanielaLaunders.com or my Twitter, DANULMAO. I know it is so old. I made it in 2012.
Listen, I still got the same PSN and a few old handles. That's amazing. So any other future projects, if you could say, I know how it comes, that you can say a drop or which people should be on the lookout for?
Yes, I am making a rhythm game. It's a multi-genre rhythm game. It's very sexy. Oh, can I say that? I'm sorry, my bad, Twitch.
Yes, you can. Go ahead. Listen, we looking good.
It's very sexy and it's very queer, because I just don't believe in making straight stories anymore. It's only queer or nothing.
Listen, I love that. I love that. Anywhere we can find it, or should we follow you on your Twitter handle to find more about it?
Follow me on Twitter. It's kind of a secret for now, but I'll tell you Twitch queers because I love y'all.
Okay, great. And since you mentioned rhythm game, that's actually one of my favorite genres. Are there any games that you love to play? What's a game for you that you've been going through with love, if you care to share for that?
Oh my God, of course. It's not a rhythm game, but I've been playing Sleeping Dogs. I don't know if anyone remembers that game. It's
yes.
It's a game made in 2012. It's like a Yakuza type game, but it's based in Hong Kong instead of Japan. That game is phenomenal. It's really fun. It's kind of just like I've been taking a break from Yakuza because you can only play the same game for so long.
Ooh,
and so it's kind of a breath of fresh air.
And that's great.
Because when Yakuza, they had like 8 games. I had to take a break.
I only made it up to 4, and I was like, you know what? We're going to come back. We'll circle it back on that end.
Yes.
But with that said, do you have any inspiring words to throw to queer individuals about this month, Pride? I know it's a broad question, but anything you want to throw out there to those that are listening?
Of course, I think that if you're queer, you should be doing anything that you can to get your work out. I know a lot as queer creators, we are often very scared to put the work that we work on out, but people want to see your work. People care about the things you're doing, especially now when queer work is trying to be erased by all of these crazy conservatives and these crazy homophobes. Like, we have to make sure that we are being so loud in our queerness, from our work to ourselves, to our ideas, to how we want to change this world. You can change this world. I change this world. You can do the same. I believe in you. Queer stories matter. Queer people matter. Trans rights. Black trans women matter. Black lives matter. Everything matters. Please be kind. Be kind, because I know there's a lot of infighting in our community, but we have bigger issues to worry about.
Absolutely. Well, yet again, thank you very much for coming by today and telling us about your game. And just in case anybody missed it, this is why I love doing it twice. Where can we find more information about you and Validate Game?
ValidateGame.com and DanielaLaunders.com. You can find all my socials on there. I am on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I guess I'm on Blue Sky now. I'm not on Tumblr because I ain't got time for that. But
I understand.
3 socials.
Well, thank you very much again. Please check out Daniela Launders, check out Validate, and just glad to share this space with you again. Keep being great.
I appreciate it. You have a nice one.
You too as well. Have a good one. All right, everybody, to all in chat, Ally is being an ally to our community today by giving us this time with you and doing tons of giveaways throughout the show. including right now. So all you got to do is enter hashtag ally, yet again, hashtag ally in the chat for a chance to win this displayed up Ally Pride t-shirt. Now, do note, you must be at least 18 years old and a resident of the U.S. to win. Winners will receive a Twitch Whisper, so please be on the lookout. Yet again, hashtag ally in chat. I'm looking for them right now. Looking for them right now, indeed. So, good luck, everybody. Rooting for you, and may you win the shirt. So we got a lot of topics to discuss today and celebrate on the show for Pride Month. So I want to bring on a couple of my friends, ooh, I love these two, to hear what they think. So first up, we have Blizz and Megan Linius that are joining us on the stream today. So first off, welcome, y'all.
Hey.
Hey, how are you both today? What's going on?
I'm doing good. I'm hanging
good.
out.
Love it. Hey, I'm vibing too, vibing and feeling good. So first up, we'll start with Megan Linius. Introduce yourself to chat, what kind of content you do, and also, how are you celebrating this month?
My name is Megan Lenius. I am a Twitch music ambassador, and so I play music on the internet all the time. It's always really funny because I'm like in my own little music corner, and I have so many friends that play video games all the time. But there is a music corner, and I am in it. To celebrate Pride Month, I've been spending a whole bunch of time with my partner. We are long distance, so I've just been trying to talk to her as much as I can. And I'm also working on a new song that's going to come out end of June. And it's kind of Pride Month related.
I love it. I'll be on the lookout for it. And Blizz, tell chat a little bit about you and, of course, your content and how are you celebrating this month?
Hi everyone. My name is Blizz. My pronouns are he, him. I am a variety content creator, so I do a lot of different things here on Twitch. A lot of the times I cover true crime cases, I play video games, and I talk so much, and I'm not joking about that. I have done an 8-hour just chatting stream and completely died at the end of it. But how am I celebrating Pride? So I recently just got over a sickness, so my Pride actually starts now, but to be completely honest, it's been Pride the entire year, so it really doesn't matter. But I am being unapologetically myself and making sure wherever I go, I am spreading bisexuality, and that is a threat and a promise.
I love that. And yes, note on that. Yes, celebrating Pride all year. It may be Pride Month, but we got to celebrate everybody all year. Yeah. The same for me, just being unapologetically myself, being bold, whether it be on the stream or outside and out and about, you know? So that's important to do, and very glad to have both of you all with me up here. So, up next, we're going to be talking about some of the best resources for queer creators, and Ally will be hitting us with some more surprises, including a chance to win a sweet headset and mouse. So don't go anywhere, everybody. We're going to do a quick ad break, and we will be right back, all right? Happy Pride. See you in a sec. Welcome back, everybody. Now, yet again, I want to thank Ally for supporting my community during this show today. So, believe it or not, Ally is dropping subs and doing giveaways all day. Right now, if you enter hashtag Ally in chat, yet again, hashtag Ally in chat, if you want a chance to win a Rocat Turtle Beach headset and a mouse. So everybody, go ahead and chat, hashtag Ally, and good luck. You'll receive a Twitch Whisper if you win. And do note, you must be at least 18 years old and a resident of the US to win. You'll see a Twitch Whisper and find out if you won. So yet again, hashtag Ally right now in chat to do so. So back on topic, let me tell you. Now I want to talk about some of my top resources for queer creators and hear what my guests think too. So whether you're starting out on Twitch or even if you've been at it for a while, it's always good to understand what resources might help elevate your game. So I got a couple. I got a little bit of a list. So I'll just riff through it right now. The first is Twitch Alerts. Twitch Alerts is pretty new. I believe it came out this year. And a lot of times before, we had to go on Stream Elements, Streamlabs, or other third-party software. Right now, believe it or not, Twitch alerts are integrated in your stream. You can set up GIFs, sound alerts, and it's very easy to use, and you got it as soon as you create an account on Twitch. So look at that. My second favorite one, it really is my favorite, AutoMod. Please use AutoMod if you stream on Twitch. It will adjust to the, we'll say, maturity settings to what you want and what you are comfortable with on Twitch. So certain words, whatever it may be, customize it, and it just helps you automatically. Now, third one, this one's not as popular, but I found it and I love it. It's called playphrase.me. So the thing is, like, let's say a TikTok sound, it's a chicken salad. If you type in it's a chicken, that's going to pop up. Or if you're looking for a set phrase, what's going to happen is it's going to pull up all the movie clips that they can find online. You could download that clip, make it a GIF, make it a sound alert. There's plenty of it. I use the site to find alerts for my stream and channel points. Fourth, Canva. I'm not arts. I'm not good at arts. I'm not good at design. Canva makes it easy for me to make, whether it be thumbnails or things like I post on Twitter. And fifth, QueerVox. QueerVox is focused on diversifying the voice acting industry. But here's why I feel like it's important for streamers. So the thing is that we're on stream, we're improv, we're speaking on the spot. QueerVox will give you the training not only as a voice actor, but also being able to talk on the fly, improv, and riff off whatever it may be. Now, what's cool about this, QueerVox is a nonprofit. So the thing is, if you're interested in voice acting, take some classes. Some are free, some are cheap, and everybody teaching is a pro in the industry. So take advantage of it because they're focused on developing skills for queer individuals in the community. So I kept that a little bit short, but I'm going to throw it over to Megan. What are some resources you feel do a great job of specifically helping queer creators?
It was really exciting when you asked me this beforehand because I had like the perfect example. My friend Sashi, who streams at Sashi, twitch.tv/Sashi Boom. She's an amazing musician. A couple months ago, she reached out to me and said, hey, I have this project that I'm doing. And so at the beginning of June, her and her business partner, they launched a media collective called Loudly Inclusive. It was specifically created to support musicians and other creative streamers that are contributing to a more diverse representation on Twitch and creating digital safe spaces for their communities. The story behind it was that Sashi made a commitment to making her community a loudly inclusive space in 2022 in a memory of a trans activist from Lincoln, Nebraska named Milo. They made a video on TikTok asking for LGBTQA communities and their allies to make spaces that weren't just inclusive safe spaces, but were loudly inclusive safe spaces. And in order to expand the impact of this concept within the world of streaming, music, and art, Sashi created Loudly Inclusive. It's a media collective, and their mission is to build a central hub of resources that amplify the voices of good people making impactful art and connecting the communities that support them. Their first project is something that I personally am a part of. It's mixtape 1, and it's called the Pride Project. They reached out to 5 different Twitch music streamers who identify as LGBTQIA and gave them each a grant to produce a new unreleased song for Pride Month. The album is going to be out at the end of June. And like I said, you can hear a new song from me, which is called Can't Fight It Anymore. I'm very excited. And you can follow Loudly Inclusive and support them on all of their socials at Loudly Inclusive. It's everywhere. It's really something that I'm really excited that somebody's creating something to create spaces that repel bad people. It's just, I know that I'm good there.
That's great. I love it. I already love the name, first off. Happy Pride. But that's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing. What about you, Bliss? Are there any resources you recommend that will help queer creators?
Yeah, so starting Sunday, I just found out that's going to be my 3-year stream anniversary, and I had no idea, and I found out yesterday. So I've been streaming for a bit now, which is kind of cool. And before I say the resources, I want to say thank you to Data Dave, because you are actually one of the reasons I started streaming in the first place, which you already know. And it is what it is.
I hear it every time. Big fan, oh man.
I know you hear it every time, so I really appreciate it. But something that I really recommend, and it's sometimes something that creators will go through, especially if you're queer or just a marginalized individual. Sometimes hate raids and follow bots are a thing. And I highly, highly, highly recommend 2 things. So Twitch implemented something called shield mode, which helps protect your community in terms of, or in situations like that, where you can just press one button and it will turn your chat or your stream into subscriber only or follower only. It might run an ad, it might do all this stuff, just to kind of protect you for a bit and hold your community down for a second. Something else I would also recommend, and I'm a huge fan of, is SiriBot. SiriBot is a bot that I have been using starting, I want to say like 6 months, but I was dealing with hate raids as well. And one of the creators, Siri Codes, who created the bot, recommended this bot to me. And I said, yeah, I'll try it out. And I got to see it work in real time. Someone tried to hate raid me, and immediately in seconds, accounts were banned right when they walked in. Nothing was said. My community was like, what just happened? And I'm like, honestly, I can't even tell you. I think something happened and it's now just gone. So whatever. But the biggest thing as a queer content creator is we want to protect our community, because the majority of the time of our community reflects ourselves. So if I'm a queer individual, my community is probably very queer. So I want to make sure that they feel protected in their own space as well, because I created the space for them too. So I know, like, sometimes when people will come in with hateful speech or whatever, I'm okay with it, but I'm never sure if someone in my community, if it might be triggering for someone in my community. So I want to make sure that I can stop that and make sure I can help just cultivate a space of safety and a place for them to go and also know that they can be unapologetically themselves. So making sure that you have the right resources to implement that, that's just like the biggest thing for me. So Shield Mode and SiriBot, definitely check them out.
Absolutely. Please do check them out. Make sure you protect your communities, especially here on Twitch. You'd love to see it. So next on up, we are celebrating some of my favorite game-changing queer creators on Twitch. So we're going to take a look at their big wins and best moments of the year. So y'all ready to react to some clips? So first up, we have Ready, Set, Ben. He gave us great reactions during the coronation of the king last month. So let's all take a look together. I'm ready.
Please. Tone 10. Hot ready.
It's the dance for me.
Heavy. Wow. Snoop Dogg. It wouldn't surprise me. When Snoop Dogg was banned from the UK, the Queen was like, what the fuck? Let him in.
Snoop Dogg was banned from the UK.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, he was banned? Wait, what?
This should be quick.
I'm still stuck on he was banned during the UK. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I got some research to do.
I'm Google right after this. I'm curious. Did you all, by chance, check out the coronation?
I didn't.
I didn't either. I'm a little behind, but that is amazing. Well, I just want to say, Ready, Set, Ben is a phenomenal creator. I've seen him on Street Fighter recently, and it's fun vibes, fun times. And you see, I love the dance. You know, I'm going to start doing that on stream too. So definitely check out Ready, Set, Ben if you all haven't, everybody. And I guess looking up Snoop Dogg too. But
yeah, we got to look up Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, we gonna see what happened. I mean, he streams too. So up next, we have another queer creator I love, Beginning. So let's check out Beginning's clip.
I love this.
Now!
Not twice. Not twice.
Oh, Rick.
It's the
That's
disrespect.
embarrassing, I'll say it.
I love it. Not only is the game upgraded to Tears of the Kingdom, they said we're going to give you a few tears.
Hi, Evelyn.
Oh, no.
How are you? I hope you're doing well.
Are you going for another one?
It's okay. Here's my attempt again. I can do it again.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. You got it. Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
It's you where it hurts. Gotta take it down a notch.
The horse said technology. Build something.
I need to have.
I would stop gaming. I would quit the game. That's a sign. That's
You
a sign
know,
for me.
they said Tears of the Kingdom, it's about building, no more horse riding. Make a device or something. Have either of you had a chance to play Tears of the Kingdom yet?
No.
It's okay.
I've just
currently-
watched Friends.
So
Yeah,
it's okay.
I'm
I'll be
currently finishing Breath of the Wild.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm doing Tears of the Kingdom myself, and I did a challenge because I have a friend over it. We got one Joy-Con each. Let me tell you, it is fun. It's difficult, but it's fun. So we've gotten great at communication. But that's cool. Yet again, everybody check out Beginning for the variety of content that they produce. They're a phenomenal creator as well that you check out. Now, next on up, I do too. We have Spring Sim, and they're playing The Sims. So even when things go wrong, we'll see what happens. Let's check out the clip.
At this point, we're gonna game over. Oh my.
What a way to start. Oh, are they dancing in the fire? No.
Where's Daniel Glover gonna walk in with the pizza?
No!
Spriggs, no, why are people on the porch?
Oh, we're
No.
all out. Everyone is
I love
gone.
that chat emote reacts.
Everyone, Nancy, will you save us?
No, I don't think Nancy will. Same Nancy.
Well,
Will y'all
the firefighters need to help.
They're crying.
What is this?
Why are the firemen crying?
Like, what is,
It's your job.
What is that? What
I have
is
questions
this?
too.
This whole screenshot is a whole mess.
Why weren't they doing anything? The firefighters are like, well,
Yeah.
we don't know. I don't know. Things are happening.
This is
We're
too bad
inside.
for us too. We're screwed. We're gonna...
Yeah, you know, I've only played The Sims once, and I will neither confirm nor deny that that's happened to me because I skipped the tutorial. But it's a fun game. You all ever played it before?
Wait, you set your house on fire because you skipped?
Yes.
You
I skipped. I just started pressing buttons. I made me multiple characters. It got on fire, and we had the neighbors over at the same time.
Dave,
so I'm
you
just
don't
like,
skip the tutorial.
I just wanted to get into the action. My Sims paid. But similar to Spring Sim stream, you're gonna have a lot of fun, especially with the Sims content. The fighter fighters apparently are not that active in the game, but you'll have an amazing time in their stream. So please check them out if we can get a shout out as well. And next on up for me, another streamer I love. Y'all know I love Pokemon. But another creator that I love to watch is Agent V. So here's another clip for us all.
Wow.
Ooh, come on, Shinies. I didn't know it looked like that.
I actually don't have it. Finally, a shiny in this game of something I actually need.
Please catch it. I feel like
Amazing.
we're going to see.
Okay, we gotta beat the
I'm
heck
not gonna
out of this
predict.
guy, right? Sure. I'll.
Oh no, it's gonna be an insta-kill.
Oh no.
I already know.
No.
Unless I could just,
Oh,
I could just straight
no.
up catch it, right?
Hopefully.
Let's see. Items.
Okay.
Here we go,
Ultra Ball,
please.
I guess they're not telling me I can't. Yeet. Come on.
Okay, it's a catch.
Oh my gosh, that's actually so exciting.
I'm impressed.
Oh,
So,
it did it.
Pokemon. Yeah, I thought something was going bad.
Yeah.
I was like, please catch it. I'm rooting for you. Good things indeed.
I saw
You know?
first shiny, and I was like, "Are you going to kill it on accident?"
Right.
I was expecting something bad, but I'm happy it was a good
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm pleasantly
Look,
surprised.
celebration, happy pride, and the shinies and all. You love to see it. Oh man! So have you all played Pokemon at all? Do you have a favorite? Oop, I put y'all's
One of
spot
my
today.
favorite streams to watch are Nuzlocke streams of Pokemon. I think that
Love
they're
to
so
see it.
entertaining because it adds a certain amount of stress when you have to kill a Pokemon.
Yes, indeed. I've
Mhm.
tried a few playthroughs of it. It's a little
Yeah.
rough. I haven't beaten any, but it's really a good time indeed. So yes,
I
Agent
played-
V. That.
Mhm.
What you
sorry.
playing? I'm
I
curious.
played Pokemon Scarlet, and one of my favorite Pokemons is Cyndaquil because I just
Okay.
love a sleepy fire baby.
Love it indeed, love it indeed. Okay, well, yet again, everybody, check out Agent V. They stream a lot of Pokemon content. Currently doing a part of the Pokethon right now, fundraising money for the Reg Relief, and y'all should check them out for it. So, Agent V, Pokemon stream, shiny hunted, and more. So, with that said, I have another channel I do want to recommend to you all, and I'm sure many of you are aware of it, but it's the It Gets Better. It Gets Better movement, the channel, and the nonprofit. So It Gets Better is a nonprofit that connects LGBTQIA plus youth across the world through storytelling, education, and building a global community. Over the past 10 years, more than 70,000 people have shared their stories on how hashtag It Gets Better through this nonprofit. They're always hosting amazing content creators and panels on Twitch. A small fun fact, I'm actually an It Gets Better ambassador myself. Earlier this week, I was talking about why it's important to have diversity in representation, race, and of course, orientation to games. And I feel that Street Fighter has done a phenomenal job of doing so, especially with the host being non-binary and named Eternity. I love them. So good ways in that. So first up, we're going to check out a clip of Leela's Fox talking about representation in gaming and Alloy from Horizon Forbidden West. So let's check out the clip.
Always been a queer character, and I knew it from the moment that I met her. I did not need confirmation. Confirmation is nice to have, especially when I say like how meaningful it is to see like the team behind the game being like, yes, that is a queer character and always will be. Like, I think that can be so moving as a queer gamer to like see that happening and to see the discussions, and like that kind of like overt representation is important. But sometimes that like more subtle, like just existing as a queer person, clearly written by a queer person, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you see a game or a character in a game and you're like, a queer person touched that, like that was made by a queer person, like that means something too. And I think that those two different kinds are both great and amazing. So
Absolutely, that's important. And one thing I'll add on, I will stay spoiler free, chat. But even Spider-Verse, seeing the commonalities between being the Spider-Man and coming out. You know, I won't go too much in depth on it, but now that I've said that, when you see Spider-Verse, you're going to be like, I see it. So I feel like that's important, even if it's not explicitly stated. So with that said, I know we've gone through 5 creators. Blizz and Megan, who are some creators you look up to from the queer community? This time we'll start with Blizz, if that's all right.
Data Dave, and then also
thank you.
Also a couple of queer content creators that I just absolutely love and have just had the honor of like becoming friends with. Maddie Duvernay is one of my favorite creators. I love watching them and hanging out with them. They're just a precious being, and also kills it with cosplays. Another individual who I think is unapologetically queer and constantly just destroying the haters. Dipped in Poison, I'm a huge fan of as well. And then I also want to send some love to Kita Palooza, who is just an amazing icon, fashion model, content creator, and just beautiful human being. They all stream on Twitch. I 100% recommend checking them out. But yeah, I would say those are my 3 that I would love to, give some light and love to.
Great indeed. I'm glad I'm familiar too as well. Now, Megan, what about you? Who are some queer creators you would like to recommend that you look up to in the queer community?
Obviously, Blizz and Data Dave. Those are the only two. Just kidding. It's so funny because there's we've talked about a lot of my favorite ones already. Beginning is one of my favorite people. I love Luxy Games. They're like happy place clips. I love Luxy. And a bunch of the LGBTQI creators that are on the Loudly mixtape as well, Loudly Inclusive one. We have Fenway, Taryn, Emily Henry and Laser the Boy, Jane and the Huntsman, and Auburn Music as well. So there's a bunch of Twitch streamers, LGBTQ creators in the music space as well. We love them.
Sounds great. And honestly, I'm going to chime in too and do the same thing. Please, y'all, check out Blizz and Megan. It has been a pleasure seeing you all do your thing, be talented, charismatic, grow, be a part of different projects. I'll gas you all up every single day. But yet again, please check them both out. I look up to them. And when they were like, who do you want to bring? I'm like, oh, I got a name for you right now. Listen, both of them. So yet again, thank y'all both for being here and love seeing you all thrive in the space. With that said, we're going to take another quick break, but don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with more celebrating and more surprises. So be on the lookout, everybody. We'll be right back.
Please. Tone 10. Hot and ready. Turn it up because it's getting heavy. Wow. Snoop Dogg. It wouldn't surprise me. When Snoop Dogg was banned from the UK, the Queen was like, what the fuck? Let him in.
The Archbishop has now anointed the Queen.
This should be quick.
Minding their own business. No! Oh! Welp! Hi, Evelyn. How are you? I hope you're doing well. It's okay. Here's my attempt again. I can do it again. Okay. Clearly, I need to have some food in my hand.
My God. At this point, we're gonna game over. Oh my. Oh my gosh, this is the 5th child that is burned alive. I'm done. No! Oh, we're all out. Everyone is gone. Everyone, Nancy, will you save us? We're not even an hour into the stream and everyone's dead. Will y'all do anything? Grim's just standing. What is this? Like what is it? What is that? What is this? This whole screenshot is a whole mess.
Wow, I don't have this. I actually don't have it. Finally, a shiny in this game of something I actually need. Amazing. Okay, we gotta beat the heck out of this guy, right? Sure, I'll air slash the other quillfish. Unless I could just straight up catch it, right? Let's see. Items? I'll just Ultra Ball, I guess. They're not telling me I can't. Yeet! Come on. We can run! Oh my gosh, that's actually so exciting.
Please. Tone 10. Hot and ready.
Hey, welcome back to the show, everyone. And yo, what's going on with you all? Hope you all doing well. And yet again, thank you all for being here. So, with that said, next on up, what we have. Wait, Ally Bank gifted subs? Thank you very much for the gifted subs. If you got one in chat, congratulations on that side. Ally, thank you very much. Y'all are too kind. Listen, not only by supporting and helping us have this stream today, but also for gifting the subs in chat. I'm grateful and thank you very much for the kindness. For those that got the gifted subs, congrats to you. And yet again, thank you, Ally Bank. We love to see it. You can, like they say in their phrase, it's always great to have a ally, y'all. Always great. So, with that said, let's jump in and talk about some of the games that have influenced us on our journey as creators, as well as some of the great support we've seen from game companies. So, I'm gonna go first. I might have a little bit of a list, but the first one for me is Mass Effect. For Blizz and Megan, have you all played Mass Effect before?
I have not.
All good. Well, it's a game, and they have 3+ long-going games where you make decisions and dialogue choices, and that affects your playthrough, whether it's like light or dark. But why the game is really, really great for me and influential is, for me on stream, this was the first game where it's like, hey, I'm gonna date a guy. You know, I came out probably about, and time flies, 5 to 6 years ago, time flies. And, you know, I was already a streamer at the time. And it was one of the first stream games that I did where it's like, we're going to date a guy. And everyone chats like, okay, great, he's cute. And I'm like, I love this reaction. I was worried. So for me, it was a bit freeing to finally do so and lead that in other games as such. If anyone in chat's played it, do let me know your experience. But that was a great one for me. Do you have any games that you all played where you dated individuals or had that option of choice, Blizzard Megan?
Yeah, I can go first on this one. One of my first games, and it actually started my whole streaming career, was Stardew Valley, and I still play it to this day because it's my comfort game at this point. But that was the first time in a game where I had the opportunity to date a guy as a guy, and so I was like, this can happen. This can be in games. I can finally see myself a little bit. That's really nice. So Stardew Valley definitely, and again, representation is really important, especially in gaming, because I didn't really come out until I was about 22, and I'm 27 now. And through gaming, I felt confident within myself because I got to see myself more, and I started to realize that I am normal, and this is normal, and I can love whoever I want to love. Why am I denying myself, just basic things, which is just love. So playing Stardew Valley was really nice for me because I got to live my farmer life as a suburban boy, and also just love who I wanted to love, whether that would be, the goth girl Abigail or the town doctor Harvey. And then another game, which it's stuck in my head, and I don't know why, but it's called Little Gator Game. And it's very cute and just about, it's a little gator whose sister goes away to college, but they used to play together all the time, imagination games and stuff. But she got too busy in college when she came back, and he was like, I want to play with her again. come on, get off your laptop, let's play games. And it's very cute. It's a very cute indie game. But halfway through, one of the main characters like friends, they vaguely like come out, but they don't talk about it. It's just more of like one of the friends, I think Martin or something, goes, yeah, I just think he's like really cool, and I just kind of want to hang out with him all the time, and maybe like go on a picnic, and just like kind of talk. I'm like, and I'm talking to my chat. I'm like, chat, gay? Is it gay?
Like gay? That's gay. It's gay.
I was like, yes. If gay, I'm happy.
Absolutely.
So, like, I was like, and so one of the quests says you're basically setting up a date for them to talk, but like one's too nervous to say anything. And then another one that happens in the game too is there's a sheep and a bull, and they're on different sides of the pier. And the sheep's like, oh, God, I'm a little bit nervous to like jump into the pool because I don't want to look silly. And the bull, on the other hand, is like, I hope that sheep jumps in the pool because they look really cool and I want to get to know them and stuff like that. I'm like,
this is awesome.
What's going on with this game? I thought it was just about siblings wanting to play video games together, but then it just turned queer, and I'm very happy about it. And then one last one, and this, I'm not trying to make it a spoiler, but it is kind of a spoiler. But Alba's Wildlife Adventure, it's a game where you take pictures of wildlife. It's like a nature reserve. You're like 6 years old, I want to say. But you just go around taking pictures of birds and everything in your family's small island. And there's like a small town. It's really cool. You get to reconnect with your best friend because you're there for the summer. But then at the end of it, your best friend, and it's two femme-presenting folks, and your best friend comes up to you and goes, hey, I'm really happy that you spent the summer here, and holds your hand and then kisses your cheek. And then I was like crying at the end of it. And then I look around the town and I didn't even notice there were just pride flags on the building. And I'm like, wait, I thought this was about birds. This was about birds and like frogs and stuff. Okay, but it's like, it's small things like that that really make me happy that I'm a gamer, and that I get to see myself or see like queer love be normalized in gaming, because it should be. Where like there's a lot of queer people in this world and we're everywhere, and it's really cool that we can be in forms of media and just see animated versions of people be unapologetically themselves, and then in turn we get to be unapologetically ourselves. But those are my three, and they're a little indie, so
love it. I love it indeed. Megan, what about you? Any experiences in regards to like dating in game or that representation?
I mean, I again, over in my music corner, right? So I feel like my first time that I was like, wait, there's like people are like gay in video games, is when people would come into my chat and tell me that I looked like Ellie from Last of Us, and they're like, do an Ellie cosplay, and I was like, I don't play video games really that much. And then I watched Nego Oryx's playthrough of Last of Us, of course, the iconic playthrough.
Does it the bunny, I think?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I remember that. Yes.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. And it's like every time, I feel like the older I get, the more that, the older I get and the more queer folks that I see in media in general, it just makes me so happy that I'm like, oh, other people like me exist in the world. This isn't, I have other people. This is so cool.
Absolutely. I love seeing that, and representation is so important. Another one I want to throw out there, because after Mass Effect, is Boyfriend Dungeon. Are you all familiar with it? Oh, you are familiar, Liz? Megan, I got a game for you. So what's really cool about Boyfriend Dungeon is the fact that you can date individuals all across the LGBTQIA plus spectrum. I love it, but what's cool about it is not only does everybody's hot, first off, everybody's hot, and second off, they turn into weapons. It's like Soul Eater. So it has a phenomenal, well-designed combat game and great dialogue, and you can date who you choose, regardless of who they are. So it's a great experience. And I guess the topic for me in games when it comes to it is dating games, because I got another one to throw on you. So did you all see the Dream Daddy era of Twitch?
Yes, I did.
Have you played it? Did you experience it?
I
So
played this in college. Yeah.
oh man, let me tell you, I saw this game and I was like, one, everyone's hot again. I guess these are the themes today for me. Love to see it. Happy Pride. But the thing is, the reason why this game is very inspirational and impactful for me is I'm not gonna lie. When it first was announced, it's gonna release. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope no one trolls them on Twitch. Like, it came out and I'm just like, I hope there's people being positive, nice, because I want to stream this for my community as I'm more comfortable with myself in streaming more games to my community that are LGBTQIA plus friendly. So the thing that I found really cool about this game is there was a huge turnout of streamers, not only queer people, but straight as well, allies, everything that played this game, and it was just a good vibe across the board. I saw different channels, they're like, ooh, he's hot, or I love them, or, it's just a good story, fun time. And I love to see, at least for me, it was the change or shift in Twitch for that, where I'm like, hey, people are getting better. I could be more comfortable. And I'm glad that people in chat are more comfortable and that I don't have to worry as much. Yes, there's bad actors on the internet, but, I love seeing the positivity, acceptance, and more that I see, not only from my channel, you all's communities, and Twitch gaming right now, but everybody. So that was that culture shift for me. I love seeing it. And if I could sprinkle one more on you as well, and get some more games that inspire you as a person, Life is Strange. Have y'all played them? Any of them?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that storytelling. Do you all have a favorite, whether it be character or game of that matter?
I've watched a lot of streamers. I haven't played it. I actually just watch streamers play it, and also a lot of YouTubers play it because I'm like, I like watching pals do the thing. I think the whole game is just beautiful. I think that's my cop-out answer. It's just everyone. I like
it's
everyone.
a great one to be, man. What about you, Megan? Have you watched, played?
This is another one that people kept coming into my chat and saying, "You look exactly like the main character from this. Play like you should dress up like that."
You can cosplay this, yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah, it's
I'm looking at it. Yes.
Especially when I had like longer hair for a minute, it made sense. And same as Blizz, like this is something that like I've watched so many playthroughs of this game, like YouTube. Like I've fallen asleep to so many people playing like Life is Strange on YouTube. Like it's my bedtime like comfort game. We love it.
It's a great one indeed. Well, like Bliss said, and Megan, it's a great comfort game, great story, it's phenomenal. But outside of the phenomenal writing, the choices, the story, the powers, not going to spoil it for anybody. But one thing that I loved about this game, specifically True Colors, is that it just normalized good writing with having LGBTQIA plus relationships. You could date the guy or you could date the girl, but it felt natural. I love representation, but not the biggest of fan when they just like, oh yeah, they're just gay. I love that, but I love when you see the build up, you see the relationships, you get those moments to where it makes sense. And I feel like Life is Strange does a great job of not only giving us representation, but having it written well, explained well, and shown well in the media. So definitely check it out if you all haven't. Encouraging y'all to get your playthroughs one day if you like, but it's really great. So Megan, we've spoken a lot about gaming influences, but do you have any musical influences as well that inspire you or in the queer space? I'm just curious to know that one.
I mean, my like idol is Janis Joplin, which is like 70s bi icon. And so that's like I love Janis with my heart and soul. Also, band that I've been like vibing to for a while now, a few years, is Muna, which is super queer band. Everything that they do is incredibly queer.
I saw them in concert.
That's cool.
I Know a Place is like one of the just coolest queer songs in the entire world, and that was like the first time that I saw someone that was just like so openly like non-binary looking in like the music space and like things. I was like, oh wow, I love this human. It was great.
Oh, that's amazing. Throwing it on mute, even though I don't do music, I want to personally say Frank Ocean, I love it. Seeing him being openly out and about. Liz, do you have any musicians where you're just like, yes, queer here?
Look, I have ADHD, and one of my hyperfixations is music. So I will go through listening to so many songs on repeat, just analyzing everything about the song. So it's a great thing. Artist that I am just in love with, and they're my summer anthem right now. Janelle
Mhm.
Monáe. Janelle Monáe recently just came
Yes.
out with a music video called "Lipstick
Mhm.
Lover" that
I saw
is
her in concert.
just. Oh, you saw
Y'all
her
seen each other's fave on concert. I'm loving this.
But Janelle Monáe is just unapologetically like black and queer, and it's in the lyrics. Like that, I want to say one of the songs "Float," where she says, "I came back in time to steal all your men and all your women," and I'm like, and then
Like,
she's like,
hello?
"They say that I'm bi, and I am," and I'm like, "Oh,
Yes.
okay." But Janelle Monáe is just beautiful, gorgeous. Someone who I've always just been in love with, like since the beginning. Demi Lovato. They're amazing, and their music is just. They've just transformed. They're doing more rock stuff and more like rock classics of their old songs, like "Cool for the Summer" rock version, or all the stuff that they're doing. But Demi and Janelle, I hope to see them in concert one day. And this artist is not queer per se, but I feel like the queers have taken them. Paramore, Haley Williams.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
just
Oh my
Yes.
god!
mother.
I was gonna say
That
the
is just
same
mother.
thing. Same.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have
We're
Paramore
playing.
albums
We
behind me.
support
That's
and we
why.
stand. Yes.
Haley's my so it's like Janis Joplin and Haley Williams. Like that's like
Yeah.
like vocalist. Oh
Absolutely.
god, I love Haley.
She just is just a perfect artist. Not even
Yes.
perfect. Like she has her flaws and she says it. And she's just someone with a good head on her shoulders and supports just the right things. And
Mhm.
it's just amazing. If I ever meet her one day, I just might cry. I don't know.
I don't think I could. Yeah, I've thought about this. Like I've thought about this. I don't think I could actually meet Haley Williams because I don't think I would be able to deal with it. I'm like,
I would
no.
stand. I'd be like, yo, it's
Yeah,
you.
I know.
They'll be like, that
I
day
know.
to day guy. It's you.
I wouldn't be able to play it off cool enough to be like okay with meeting
Yeah.
them.
Hmm. So, speaking of games and streaming content, what else have you all been playing, or what can we expect from your channels on there? And y'all got me want to go to Paramore concert. They were just here like a week or two ago, and I was like, ah. So, anything that you all been playing recently that we can check out or find on your channels?
Outside of playing music, I've also been doing a playthrough with my girlfriend. We've been playing It Takes Two on stream. So like once a week or so we play It Takes Two. But other than that, I play music 5 days a week. Tuesday through Saturday.
Sounds smooth. What about you, Blizz? What you playing? What's on the schedule right now for you?
Well, I'm kind of doing two things. So I work for a company called Rooster Teeth, and I am a part of their streaming team. So twitch.tv/Rooster Teeth, definitely check them out. I am also a host for Inside Gaming, and I do game news updates on YouTube with them. But on my own personal channel, I am celebrating my 3-year stream anniversary on Sunday that I totally remembered and didn't forget whatsoever, and had my chat remind me yesterday. But I'm playing the Truck Driver Simulator, and I'm going to pull out some flannels, a trucker hat, and put on my country accent. My name will be Theodore Bear or Ted Bear or Teddy Bear. That is,
I love it. Teddy Bear's my favorite. Yes.
Love affair.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
amazing.
For it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, everybody, that's it for today. Remember, you can be an ally all year long, and it shouldn't just end at Pride Month. Let's celebrate Pride Month. Let's celebrate queer individuals. But at the same time, outside this month, continue to celebrate, uplift, and support their content. So yet again, a huge big thanks to our sponsor, Ally, for all the amazing giveaways and for giving us this time with you. And yet again, Blizz and Megan, where can we find you? Where can we find more information? Starting with Blizz, Twitter, Twitch, wherever it may be. Where can we look for you and find you?
Yeah, Danny made this comment earlier, and it's so funny to me, but you can find me on twitch.tv/Blizz. You can also find me on Twitter under BlizzBear. That's BLIZZB3AR. I'm on Tumblr, so like Danny made the I don't have time for Tumblr thing, and I was like, I just got a Tumblr back. Okay, I'm back in my Tumblr era. I'm also on Instagram under the same name, and then you can find me on Rooster Teeth content. I'm one of the people pushing the gay agenda on there. So,
hey, great to do indeed. And Megan Lennius, where can we find you, content and all?
You can find me on all socials at Megan Lennius. You spell Lennius like genius if you replace the G with an L. And like I said, I stream music 5 days a week, Tuesday through Saturday at 8 p.m. Central Time. You can come in and request songs or hear me play other stuff. If you're in the Minnesota area, I also have some live shows coming up in person. So make sure if you follow my channel, ask me about it, and I'll give you all the information.
Nice, and I'm sure that's gonna go great. And for me, you can find me at twitch.tv/DataDave, on social media, DataDaveTV. But with that said, thank y'all both for joining me. This has been a pleasure. Liz, Megan, thank y'all for coming here. So thank you again, Ally. Thank you again, Twitch. Everybody, thank you all for being here watching, and we'll see you later, everybody. Y'all have a great one. See ya.